manifest, and in order to have that inner peace, we all must find a way to clean the pineal gland out. And it's not something that only a few or very small population have. Every single human being, this is our gift, and we have been lied to about what that gift is and what is our purpose here. So my goal, and the reason I opened up this Etsy store, was to be able to provide authentic, genuine, powerful tektites, powerful energies that you can place in your hand and you can feel it, and it's going to transform your life if it hasn't already for you. Good afternoon, folks, and welcome back to this special edition of High Power. Not yesterday, not 20 minutes in the future, but right now. So welcome. We are doing a special video today. What we do is we cover the highest power energies, the highest power tektites, things like moldavite, beautiful pieces of moldavite, things like phenacite, things like ormus, and we're going to get to even more. So basically, why do you want to open up your third eye? Are you just bored? No. The reason that you want to open your third eye is because you are a god or a goddess. Okay? The very simple analogy would be, if you eat an apple, that apple becomes you, a part of you. So in a sense, you made an apple into a human being. Now, if that's too far out for some of you folks, basically I just proved that what is a god? A god is a creator. So we just created an apple into a human. That's a very esoteric, but I think you might understand that. So why is that important? Because if you know that you're a god or a goddess, basically all you have to do is clean out this pineal gland. And what does that do specifically? What it does is, when you meditate, we are electrical beings. And when you close your eyes, you can see, right now, I see yellow, I see red, and there's a black darkness, but it's vast, there's no end. Now I see blue. Now some of it is from the light, from the camera. However, when you clean your third eye out, you'll start seeing colors. And so many of you have asked, what's the right way to meditate? And the right way to meditate is simply to follow the colors, follow the clouds it's like a Fantasia movie. And this is completely natural. And things like moldavite, things like phenacite, things like ormus, these are key. And I'm giving you away these free techniques. I've studied spirituality my entire life. I'm around 33 years old. I just turned in September. So what I'm telling you is all the research that I've done into religion, into the suppression that's on society, into self-oneness and happiness. What I found is the secret is opening up your pineal gland. And religion, they talk against it. Most of society, they look down upon it. However, it's your power center, it's your godliness. And in order to manifest and in order to have that inner peace, we all must find a way to clean the pineal gland out. And it's not something that only a few or very small population have. Every single human being, this is our gift, and we have been lied to about what that gift is and what is our purpose here. So my goal, and the reason I opened up this Etsy store, was to be able to provide authentic, genuine, powerful tektites, powerful energies that you can place in your hand and you can feel it, and it's going to transform your life if it hasn't already for you. So right now I'm going to give away what you can do to make sure that you're seeing colors, because that is the way that you know that you are opening your third eye. And once your third eye is open, you'll know it, and it will never go away. So how do you do that? First, you want to get yourself some moldavite, some authentic Czech Republic moldavite. Now, what is Moldavite for some of you that may not know? Moldavite is a tektite. Okay, so it's a meteorite that crashed here almost 15 million years ago. Okay, so it crushed and hit the Earth, and it actually reversed the Earth's poles. So that's, I mean, how many times can you say that's happened in history? So it reversed the Earth's poles, and it crashed and made this liquid magma shot up in this meteorite, and then it melted into this glass. And it's not just beautiful to look at. It's not just a beautiful piece of glass. It's an energetic mega mind of its own. You cannot be on your energy and not be on Moldavite's energy. Let me tell you that specifically. Okay, so if you go into deep meditation, and what is deep meditation? Deep meditation is when you're closing your eyes. You could be laying down. Just be aware of your breath. Be aware of the temperature of the room. Be aware of your smell, what you hear. Often when you use Moldavite, you'll hear a high frequency pitch, and that's basically you raising your vibration. Because Nikola Tesla, he talked about frequencies and raising frequencies, and the way that he got most of his patents was that the frequencies, he was able to connect to that level through meditation, through visualization, and he was a genius and has over 1,000 patents. So I would listen to him rather than some spiritual person in a book, but that's rather here nor there. So what can we do with these Moldavites? So once you charge your Moldavite in the sun, if it's not working for you, you want to charge it in the sun. And after it crashed here, there are certain Moldavites that are angel chimes, certain Moldavites that they make a high frequency noise, like a ding. You'll see some videos on that if you look on the page. And 1% of these Moldavites are angel chimes, and they're perfectly formed. They basically ring at a higher frequency, so they give you a higher frequency vibe when you're meditating or working with these stones. So these are all beautiful things. But what I want to go over now is Ormus, which is monatomic gold. Okay. Now this one is in a can. This is empty right now. This is Elysium by Now Alchemy. That's a good brand. My favorite, my absolute favorite. And with Ormus, you have to keep it in a tin can because of the EMF rays. It actually does fry out your monatomic gold. But I'm going to take it out for a second. This is a big bottle. I believe it's around $300. Monatomic gold. Now I've done so much research into colloidal silver, monatomic gold, these all natural things that we all already have in our bodies. We have receptors, and what monatomic gold does is, gold, as you know, is the powerful conductor of electricity. So the synapses and the neurons, they connect on a faster level when there's not friction. So if you're going to use steel as a conductor, there's going to be friction within the steel. However, when you're using gold, it's like a supercharger. So it's going to increase your energy. It's going to clean out your third eye. It's going to make you able to see those colors that are so natural to us. You'll see like the movie Fantasia. It's going to be amazing, I promise you. And if you want to increase that level, you want to go with a piece of phenacite. Now, phenacite is the most powerful crystal. Now, Moldavite is a tektite, so technically it's not a crystal, but this came from America. It came, there's places in Brazil. This actually came from Brazil. It's one of the most powerful. This one was about $2,000, but it's definitely worth it. I mean, you just connect with the ether space on such a illustrious level. So combine that with this, get a piece to wear, get yourself a grounding stone. This is shungite. Make sure that you are grounded while you're beaming out into outer space. Make sure that you're meditating, okay? Because meditating is the most important part. And when you open your third eye, the meditation changes for you like this. It's never the same, because before I used to, and I went through meditation for about 4 years, studying in yoga, intense yoga. I've lost most of the flexibility. However, I do keep the meditation practices. And it takes people years to be able to open up their third eye, but I guarantee with these methods, you'll be able to do it naturally. And this is the biggest secret. So if we can open our third eye, and you can do that by using some Moldavite, visit the Etsy store, get yourself, I don't get any promotion for this, get yourself some now Alchemy, Elysium, or Monatomic Gold. You want to make sure that these things, I mean, they replace coffee for me. They just make you operate at such a high level, and you're reaching your maximum potential. And what do I mean by, I want to go back to make sure I clarify, what is a god or a goddess? So a god or a goddess is what we all are. So religion, they talk about how there's someone in the sky. So many people talk about, in different religions, talk about so many different religions, and you have to pick one. And the one that was given to you, that's supposed to be the right one. But if you look at other religions and spiritual texts and do the history work, the real hard grunt history work, you'll see that the writers of the Bible, there was over 60 writers, and there was over about 50 or 60 different books that were either included or excluded from it. And this happened at the Council of Nicaea, and this was a decision that was made by man. So there's different quotes from the Bible that are predated in earlier text. If you want to go to the ancient Sumerian text, there are the text from Kemet, which was Egypt back in the day, which was basically the land of the dark people. So there's so much research and so much manipulation that's going on, and it all comes down to keeping you from opening this pineal gland, because it heals any sickness. At least from what I've seen, it's vibrates your body at such a high vibration, you cannot help but feel 100% healthy. So anything that you're going through, even if it sucks, you still feel like a god or a goddess. And I want to give this gift to everyone who wants to take a chance, that is looking for something. If you don't want to change your life instantly, don't try some Moldavite. If you don't want to start increasing your meditation, I wouldn't get yourself some Ormus. If you don't want to manifest like the god or goddess that secretly inside every person knows that they are, they don't need to look externally for some energy. It's right here, right now. Heaven is right here, right now. If you want to do that, I wouldn't use some phenacite. I wouldn't use the combination. But if you are like I was, and you are like I am, then you will pursue these avenues. And like I said, the best benefit I'll get from it is hearing that some other people are starting to see the colors, starting to see the natural colors, starting to feel the energy of Moldavite. What Moldavite does is it puts like this sickness on top of your shoulders. Okay, so it's going to feel like woozy. It's going to feel, and maybe for different people it will feel like different things, but generally I've heard a lot of stories, so I know that for me this is the most lively story. I'll just feel like this moldiness, and it's like almost a sickness, and I didn't realize it at first. I just thought maybe I had some bad coffee, but I charged my Moldavite in the sun, and I held it in my hand, and I started feeling the pulsing, and then after a couple of hours of having it on me, I just started feeling like this wooziness, and I started thinking I could see where all of my dreams have been. I could it's like a time clock. I can see it but it's inside my mind, and it's amazing. It's like you're reaching your maximum potential. So I cannot preach this enough, but maybe perhaps this is enough for you today. I encourage you to join High Power now on YouTube. We have plenty of videos on Ormus. We have plenty of videos on high power crystals, tektites. We have plenty of videos on how to engage in meditation, how to engage with other stones, how to make sure that you're doing the grunt work. Eat a good diet. Don't use fluoride in your toothpaste. These are things that can either help you clean your third eye or close it up. And you want it open, because when it's open, I'll tell you, I'll preach to you that no one will be able to stop you from what you want to do if you're vibrating at the highest level. So thank you for subscribing. Thank you for joining. Thank you for visiting the Etsy store. The sale is free shipping, 10 to 30% off. We have some very good items, rare items just for you. So thanks for tuning in. And until next time, we'll do a free Moldavite giveaway, and have a great Sunday.